One of us should be patrolling, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Off you go then.
Oh, thanks.
No, I mean, I'd love to help, but, well, strong sunlight makes me blotchy.
Well, use your sunblock then.
Well, that makes me blotchy too.
You're pathetic. How did you ever get to be a henchman?
This is the place, all right. So, what's the plan?
I thought it was your turn to think of one.
I'm sure it was yours.
I guess we'll just have to do what we always do.
Wing it?
I prefer the word improvise. That doesn't look like a proper entrance. Cesaro has tunneled his way into the temple.
Guarded, too. Direct approach is out. Again.
We should scout out the rest of the area.
Great idea! Did you bring the cloak of invisibility?
Damn! I left it in a bag of forgetfulness.
Nico!
Oops.
Hey, did you hear something?
No?
I could have sworn... You best go and look.
Oh, right. Me? Why me? You're the one with the overactive imagination.
Out of the two of us, who's scarier?
Ah, but I also get sunburn, remember?
More
Okay,
guards
okay, I'll do it.
Oh, great. Now the guard's patrolling.
Ah. At least we don't have to watch a cutscene every time. It's kind of nice. Oh, I didn't see that guy over there. Okay, so we can't go that way. I think we're gonna go wait for this guy to move, because we can't go up into the right, because that guard over there will see us. See where the guard goes from there, okay.
That was fun.
Alright, well, we made it over
By
here.
the way, the guards asked me to thank you for waking him up.
Oh, that? It was nothing.
Nico and I had been through a lot together. Hey, Nico?
Yeah.
If Cesaro gets all that power, what do you think he'll be able to do?
I don't know. I don't want him to get the chance to find out either.
I wonder if we'll run into Petra, too.
There's an expression on your face when you say that which I really don't like.
Well, she is kind of,
Think very carefully before
Good
you
stuff.
finish that sentence.
a psychotic, scheming killer.
Looks
Good.
interesting.
Just remember that.
It was an exposed area of stonework where you could see the blocks beneath.
George, what's that?
Where?
There, inscribed on that stone.
She was right. Carvings were just visible on one of the
The
stones.
Omega.
See the symbols? Look,
The Nile Delta, the Alpha, and the Omega.
Not that
we're on the
again.
right trail. I couldn't work any of the blocks loose with my bare hands.
Well, we don't have that rope anymore. go this way. We don't want to go that way. That's for sure. Carjack handle.
I was sort of
I
expecting
didn't think it would
to
work.
excavate my way in.
But apparently...
George, look!
The last thing I expected was that the blocks were really a door.
Like, I think it is literally end game.
This was the end game. As we entered the tunnel,
Oh boy.
I wondered what was waiting for us.
Wow.
Tell me that wasn't the entrance ceiling behind us.
But Nico, it was.
Just tell me.
Hey, lucky that wasn't the entrance ceiling behind us, or we could be entombed here for eternity.
Thanks, George. By the way, have you got the torch?
The flashlight? No, I thought you had it.
No, we swapped on the plane.
But then we swapped again in the truck.
Aha, but we swapped again on the walk.
Nico?
You're right. Let's just feel our way around.
Hey, what's this? Feels nice.
George.
Right, sorry.
Mon Dieu. Look at all these guys.
Must have been some party.
Seems to be an easy place to die in.
I wouldn't worry. Well, not yet, anyway. Give it another 5 minutes.
How are we going to get out?
We'll be okay. Hey, did I ever tell you about that one time in Syria?
At
Oh,
length.
boy.
Sometimes with diagrams.
Yo! Where did he come from?
I am Anubis, guardian of the temple.
Anubis? But he was the god who guarded the underworld.
Look at the decor. Says underworld to me.
If you come to this place, then you seek power.
Some kind of ancient hologram.
But power may be bestowed only on those with the authority to use it, and the wisdom to bear its burden. You must pass 2 tests to prove that you are ready. In this chamber, you shall prove your authority to go onwards.
And if we can't?
It's a recording, George.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to get a dialogue going here.
Right.
I think you scared him off.
Strange how he spoke in English.
English? He spoke in perfect French.
Nico and I had been through a lot together. Hey, Nico? Another day, another ancient temple complex. Hey, Nico?
Please don't start with your tales of daring do around the world, George. I am really not in the mood.
What twists somebody up into a psycho like Petra?
Who cares?
You think maybe with psychiatric help, maybe...
She's a fully functional killer and she loves it. You didn't see her luggage. She carries tools to dismantle people.
Well, that doesn't mean she's a bad person.
Yes, it does.
So
Now
what do we
shut
have
up
here?
about her.
It was beautifully made. Massive, but beautifully made. The door was massive and sealed. It would have taken explosives to get through. Plenty of explosives. The alphabet stone had a size symbol on its surface. I inserted the stone with the Nile Delta marking. Yep, that goes there, sure enough. The door was massive and sealed. It would have taken explosives to get through. Plenty of explosives. I inserted the stone with the Omega marking. Yep, that's where it belongs, all right.
There we go.
I inserted the fishy Alpha stone. It went home with a satisfying click. Hey, Nico, we're on a roll.
Just as well we had the symbols of authority. The temple priests must have carried them back when the early pharaohs used this place.
No wonder people thought they were gods.
No.
That test had been almost too easy. I hated to think what might follow. We found ourselves in another chamber. It looked like one of those puzzles psychologists spring on kids. Except bigger. Fancy a game? You start. Ow! I wish you wouldn't do that.
You have shown that you have the authority to reach this point. Now you must show that you have the wisdom to progress further.
We're screwed then. Psst.
Listen.
Attend to my tale of Horus, the lawkeeper. Once, Horus walked in the land of men. By the banks of the Nile, he discovered a guardian of the watch with a murderer in his custody. A frightened witness to the crime, and the dead man's brother who was pressing the charge. The guardian wished to take the criminal, the witness, and the victim's brother to the tribunal building that stood on the far bank. There is no ferryman here, the guardian told Horus. How may I take this man to meet justice? Horus replied, I shall carry you across. Yet there are 3 of them, mighty Horus, said the guardian. The dead man's brother is full of wrath, and will surely strike down the accused if they are left together. And if the malefactor is even once left alone with the witness, he will surely put fear into the witness, and a trial will founder. Thus, putting his faith in the wisdom of Horus, the guardian took his leave. So Horus considered for a time. Then he carried his 3 charges across the river, back and forth, and in 7 degrees carried them all across, so that the murderer and the witness were never once left together out of the presence of Horus. Nor yet were the brother and the murderer left together out of the presence of Horus. And the witness gave his evidence without fear or corruption, and justice was served. Thus mark the wisdom of Horus. Your trial is to echo that wisdom. My tale is laid out, ready to be retold, degree by degree. Fail, and you will progress no further. But mark me, deceit, improbity, or malfeasance are prohibited.
What did he say?
The guy's clearly a lawyer. It means no cheating.
They will be punishable by death.
Or a judge.
And his associates shall be ejected from this place, never again to be granted entrance.
Hey, Nico? I gotta admit, I'm worried.
George, that's not like you.
What if we're too late? What if Cesaro is too far ahead of us to stop?
We don't know that. And we don't give up.
Who said anything about giving up? I just wonder how difficult he's gonna be to take down when we catch up with him. Nico?
Yes?
Have you ever considered going blonde?
George!
Okay. Forget I said it. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay, here it is again. It's a logic puzzle, George. You just have to get all 3 figures on the tribunal side of the river. But you can't ever leave the brother and the suspect together while Horus is elsewhere. Same with leaving the suspect and the witness together. Horus can only carry one at a time, and he has to do it all in 7 trips. Got it?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay, here it is again. It's a logic puzzle, George. You just have to get all 3 figures on the tribunal side of the river. But you can't ever leave the brother and the suspect together while Horus is elsewhere. Same with leaving the suspect and the witness together. Horus can only carry one at a time, and he has to do it all in 7 trips. Got it?
The bank with the tribunal building was where the cop wanted to take the perp and the witnesses. There wasn't much I could do with the model over here. All the action was over on the other bank. Horus, please take the witness. Right. Put down the witness, please. Put the killer on Horus, please.
The first crossing of the river. The second crossing of the river.
Put the brother on Horus, please.
The third crossing of the river.
No!
Okay.
Look, George! You've left the
let's
victim's
see.
brother with the suspect! He'll throttle him!
Horus, please take the witness.
Oh, right, okay.
No! Look, George! You've left the victim's brother with the suspect! He'll throttle him!
No, that's not what
Hey, Nico? Put the brother on Horus, please.
I keep forgetting that.
No.
That won't work, George. You've left the murder suspect with the witness.
Put the killer on Horus, please.
So you have to move the killer first.
The first crossing of the river. second crossing of the river.
Put the brother on Horus, please.
You want to take the killer back?
The third crossing of the river.
Put the killer on Horus, please.
The fourth crossing of the river.
Horus, please take the witness.
And then we just go back and get the killer. And that'll be 7, and that should do
The
it.
fifth crossing of the river. The sixth crossing of the river.
That ought to do her.
Put the killer on Horus, please.
It just takes a little logic.
You've done it, George.
Well, obviously.
There's a glow up ahead. This could be it.
What if we don't succeed?
Come on,
Either
George.
or.
It's only the future of the planet.
Yeah, that's right. No big deal.
This is taking too long, Oswald.
You want it quick or you want it right?
Both.
There. Just one final turn.
What are you waiting for?
I am scared. That is why I am waiting.
Turn it.
There can be no going back.
Turn it, Ostwald.
In just 24 hours, the dragon energy will burst through.
And I shall have it. Do it now. The cavalry. How tiresome. Flap.
Foiled flap again.
Okay, boss.
Didn't push the button in time. Oh boy.
This is taking too long, Oswald.
You want it quick or you want it right?
Both.
There. Just one final turn.
What are you waiting for?
I am scared. That is why I am waiting.
Turn it.
There can be no going back.
Turn it, Ostwald.
In just 24 hours, the dragon energy will burst through.
And I shall have it. Do it now. The cavalry. How tiresome. Flap. Kill them.
Okay, boss.
Ow! Ouch, that hurt. Hey, Nico. How about that?
He was a frail old man, George.
Yeah, but he had a big stick. Good to see you, Bruno.
I like your timing.
It was Nico. She takes days to pack.
How did you find me?
The St. Stephen chapter. Or what was left of them.
They had the third stone, yes?
Right. So this is what it's all been about, huh?
It is most remarkable piece of engineering.
Where's the sharp end?
There is no sharp end. Both ends are very blunt.
No, I mean, where does the energy come out?
Not here. The pulse can come anywhere in the world, on the dragon lights.
I get it. And this thing tells you where.
Precisely.
So is it safe? Now?
Oh, yes. Left alone, it will just power down.
For another 12,000 years?
No, I think forever. We must make sure another Cesaro doesn't come along.
What now, George?
How about taking that trip to New York we always promised ourselves?
No, I
Speaking
meant,
of-
what do we do with Cesaro?
Him? Oh, hand him over to the cops, I guess.
We've still got to find Petra.
Get away from there.
Problem solved, I believe.
Hey, George, it's your favorite blonde.
Shut up.
My dear, what kept you?
I had some loose ends to tie up.
Never mind. You are here. Ostwald started...
What should I do now?
What do you mean? Kill them, of course.
I wasn't talking to you.
What?
She was
Dun-dun.
talking to me, Cesaro.
No.
Cannot be.
The Grand Master.
Hey, didn't we drop a church on you?
So many familiar faces. I'm quite touched.
Petra, explain. I thought you were loyal.
Not to you.
Never trust a woman in a wig, Cesaro.
It was Petra who found me trapped in the rubble. Petra who nursed me back from the edge of death.
So, you were a spy all along.
With friends like that, who needs enemies?
Your plan shows an ingenuity that impresses even me.
And now you will steal my work, just as it reaches fruition?
You stole my organization. It seems only fair.
I will not return obediently to your side.
I did not expect you to. You were never one of the sheep, Cesaro. You were always the wolf.
I'm flattered.
Don't be. It means I cannot use you.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Now, if you will forgive me, I have to go.
Shame. But hey, if you're in the neighborhood, drop by.
Petra, make the final adjustment, please.
We spoke too soon, George.
We are near the end. The day of days.
Well, what's to stop us just turning the thing off again?
Be my guest. It has done its work. The pulse will come, and nothing can stop it now.
What will you do with us?
Oh, I'm a reasonable man. I'll give you all the same chance George and Nico gave me when we last met.
If anybody tries to follow us, I'll kill them in a heartbeat.
What did he mean? The same chance we gave him. We didn't give him any chance at all.
Exactly.